You are in the kitchen with Jerry today, also known as Tiny Female Shooter or alias Granny with a Gun. That's right. And I am going to be making apricot pineapple jam. And all you use is fruit, sugar, and a little bit of lemon. So I guess it's all fruit and sugar. That's all you do. And you cook it, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And it tastes great, and it's way better than store-bought. So follow along if you're interested in learning how to make jam without pectin. Today I'm gonna make pineapple apricot jam. I made this last year. So I'm gonna slice away as much of this peel, and then we're gonna slice away some more. And kind of gotta clean as you go, because that's some prickly stuff that you don't want in your jam. Now I'm gonna go in here and get all these little hard things out because they're tough. We're gonna kind of carve away again. Using fresh pineapple is a little bit harder, but it's so worth it because canned pineapple just doesn't taste the same. So fresh pineapple's the way to go. Fresh anything. I've got to work and work till I get all these little diddlies out. So it's gonna be a while. Gotta keep carving. I didn't know that pineapple had little seeds in it. At least that's what I'm thinking those little black things are. They look like little tiny seeds. So I'm trying to get them all out so they're not in the jam, even though I don't think they would hurt you, but just let's get them out as much as possible. Don't want to cut my fingers. This is a sharp knife. Got a few of these little seeds in here. So we'll finish cleaning it up, but you can see I got the pineapple pretty clean. Go this way. Okay, I'm gonna cut the pineapple off the core. This is the safe way. Put the core right there. We're going to chop it up in little chunks. Let's get a couple more of these out. These are really, they've got a lot of them. And I don't want it in my jam as much as possible. Oh, that's really yum yum. Super sweet. I got it from Trader Joe's, and I let it sit on the counter for I think 3 days. The skin still looked green, but it was soft. So that's okay. It's super sweet. This is the core. I'm gonna see if I can get as much pineapple off of it as you can without it getting tough. And without slicing my hands. Most important. Oops, kind of get into the core a little bit there. Let's see, that's a little bit of core. Hunk it up. There we go. So that's my pineapple. Now I'm going to take the apricots. They've been rinsed already a few times, but I'm going to re-rinse them. Okay. And these are easier. Just pull the stems out. And then I just rip them in half. Pull the seed out. Put it off to the side. So this one doesn't have a stem. So I'll just pull the seeds out of them. Rip them. Take the seeds out. Some have stems, some don't. But you don't want a stem and you don't want a seed. So this is jam without pectin. It's just whatever kind of fruit. I like apricot, nectarines, but this one's apricot and pineapple this time. So you can do strawberry, you can do almost all the fruit like this. Some of these aren't as ripe as the others, but I'm going to add sugar so it will make it good. They smell good. This year, 2020, has had some excellent fruit. So I usually like to get them from farmers market, but Trader Joe's has had really good fruit. So I just get them, I let them sit out for a few days on the counter, and they are really, really yum. Okay, got too small of a pan, so I got a bigger pan. So there we go. Just made more dirty dishes. Not knowing how much pineapple to add, I'm just gonna add it all. They both taste good, so they both should be good. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is add some sugar to it. I don't have any rhyme or reason pretty much when I am doing this. I'm just gonna add sugar and I'm gonna squeeze some lemon in here. So we're just gonna start with 2 cups of sugar. And then we'll work our way up. I like to taste mine as I go. So I'm gonna put it kind of on low until it starts making juices. And I always try to use a wooden spoon because that's just what I like to use when I make jam. So I'm gonna start this. And let it start making some juice. Pineapple apricot. Okay. I am just going to cut it. Try to pick off the top seeds so I don't have that many to have to pick out. Unless you have a squeezer thing, but I don't. And I'm just gonna squeeze. It's all hand done. I don't have any fancy material here. My kitchen isn't big enough for all the fancy stuff. Not yet. Someday I'll have a big kitchen. So that's 1 lemon. Two. Oops. Half my lemon just went on the cutting board. The lemon kind of helps keep the color in your jam so it doesn't brown. So that's why I'm doing 2 lemons to it. Okay. See, it's about 2 tablespoons of lemon, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to get the seeds out. One more little seed floating around. We don't want any seeds in our jam. No, no, no. There we go. I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more than 2 tablespoons to it, of fresh squeezed lemon. That should help keep the color, especially of the apricots, because the apricots probably can brown a little bit. And we don't want that. It smells really good. Nice and fresh smell. I'm going to start with 2 cups of sugar in this, and as it starts cooking, I will taste it, and we'll see how sweet it is, and we'll slowly just keep adding sugar until you get your flavor you like. Maybe you don't like your jam real sweet. Maybe you like it super sweet, but I like mine kind of in between. Don't like lots of sugar, so there we go. Okay, here you can see I have got my lids and my jars all cleaned, put them in the dishwasher, and got them all sterilized, ready to go. Okay, this is, you can kind of see it's getting soupy, lots of juice. Just gonna let it cook, slow cook for about 20-25 minutes. See how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna crank up the heat just a little bit more. We're gonna kind of make it a medium heat right now, but we have to stay on top of it because you don't want your fruit to burn. So we're gonna just sit here and stir it all up. Okay. If you could just smell this cooking, this smells so good. Really, really, really good. My camera is having some issues right now for whatever reason. It doesn't want to stay put. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a bubbly going to it, so we're going to cook it down. We're going to get a little bit soft. The apricots are really soft, but the pineapple is not. I don't know. This is my first time, I think, making it with the pineapple. It might take a while to soften the pineapple, so I might just go ahead and blend it. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to cook it a while longer because it's just starting to bubble. So I put it on medium heat. Yeah. Put it on a medium heat, so we're going to let it cook. Get some bubblies going here. But I'm going to stay right on top of it. And then we're going to put it in the blender real quick and pulse it a few times, since I don't have one of those other kind of blenders. Process, but it's easy. No pectin. Just however much fruit you want to add in a pan, and sugar and lemon. I always think lemon preserves the coloring, so I add just a little bit of lemon to it. Okay, it's been cooking another 5 minutes, and I am now going to pulse this in a blender, and this is where you have to be most careful because it can blow up all over you and scald you really bad, so watch the process. Okay, hopefully I don't blow myself up. I have before and it was not nice. Ladle it in a little bit. Get it scooped up and put in. Get these pineapple chunks kind of pureed a little tiny bit. So you can see, put it, it's about like that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put the lid on. And I don't put it on tight, and I leave this other thing very loose, and I go really slow. So everything's on low, and we're gonna just try it a little bit at a time. And I kind of hold on to the lid because it makes a big puff in just a few seconds. This time is I'm going to put it into a bowl, and then we're going to add it back to the pan. So, because I just don't want to over puree. And so far it looks really good. don't see any giant chunks of pineapple. So it looks good. And, don't go in there, please. Okay, stay right there. Don't fall into the sink. And we're going to finish the rest of the pan. Because we want to get these big old chunks of pineapple. Even if I would have cut them super small, I don't want to taste a hunk, or I don't even want to see a hunk of pineapple on my toast. I just want it to be fruity, smooth, with a little bit of pulpiness to it. Does that make sense? I'm just getting the pineapple. Okay, that looks good. We're going to do it again. Let's try it again. And we're going to go very slow. Very slow, very slow. Don't have anything to wipe my hands on. Don't like messy hands. Okay, here we go. Not want that hopping out on me. Okay, I'm going to pour this one into the pan, and it looks good. No giant chunks of pineapple. It's a mess. I'll fix this in a minute. We'll finish scooping. I've made a mess. And we're going to scoop this stuff right into the pan. I know you can't see, sorry. Kind of blocking your vision. But you know what I'm doing. Okay. And I'm also going to take what's left out of here, which isn't a whole lot. Kind of scoop it because I like it all. I don't want to leave any if I don't have to. As possible because it's so yummy. All right. Okay, we're back on top of the stove again, and we're keeping it at medium heat. Gonna get it going again until I get the thickness I want. So I see a few of those little dark. Actually, it's a seeds. I'm going to have to get a metal spoon. Get a little tiny seed out. That's funny. There's another one. I wonder if those are pineapple seeds. Oops, there's another one. Since I made it all, and I don't know if that, yeah, that's one too. So I've got a few of them that I didn't see. And as you can see, this is what I got off of my, this is what I got out of my jam that I have cooking. So I guess it is a little bit of pineapple seeds going on there. Okay, it's cooking down. Now you can see that I don't have any big old hunks of pineapple in it, but I still have a lot of the, you know, pulpy stuff. I wish that we could blow it your way and you could smell how good it smells. So we are going to taste it. Still needs to cook a little bit more because, as you can see, it really doesn't stick to the spoon. So I might have to add a little bit more sugar. Let's taste. It's really pretty sweet, but I am going to add just about 3/4 more cup of sugar to it to help thicken it. I can really taste the pineapple. We are going to cook this down just a little bit more until it becomes the thickness where it sticks on the spoon, which it isn't. See? I need it a little bit thicker. Okay, So far, I let it go another 5 minutes in cooking, and I had added previously another 3/4 cup of sugar to it. So with my tester, my non-licked tester spoon, it seems like it's gotten a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and add like the rest of 3/4 of sugar to it. So now it's got 3 cups of sugar in here total. And I hope I have enough jars cleaned. We're gonna let this cook again. About another 5-10 minutes and get it all mixed together. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add again another 1/2 cup of sugar to this. And that should do it. So 3.5 cups of sugar all together in this. We'll see how many jars it makes, and I got the smaller jars over here. I don't have the big ones. I guess they're 8-ounce jars. I think that's what you would call them. Okay, we are going to test it again. I've been stirring it every so often, like every 3-4 minutes. I give it a little stir. It is getting hot and bubbly. And what was our last count? 3.5 cups of sugar? I think that's what we were at. Don't quote me on that. Spoon here again. Pretty bubbly, and does it work? It's getting there. But I think it still needs a little bit more sugar. So we're gonna go another half cup of sugar, and that should do it. That should do it for sure. Now what we're making here is refrigerator jam. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, you can turn it into whatever you want, but I like to just make mine and put it in the refrigerator. I don't put it in the things and boil it because I'm always scared to death that I'm going to poison someone. So I just make it, and it saves in the refrigerator for 6 weeks. It's really good as long as you're a breakfast person or like it, you know, for dinner or whatever. If you eat in the afternoon, toast and jam. I eat toast and jam all the time. I love toast and jam. So, and I also love to give it away as just little gifts here and there. So I usually give a lot of the stuff I make away, and then I keep some. So my jam I made last week was apricot mango, and boy, is that some good jam. I really like that, and I've had the apricot pineapple too. So I'll have to do a taste test and see which one I like now, since apricot mango was a new one I did. And then I also did just plain apricot. So see, you can just make a variety of all kinds. Depends on what you want. It's kind of getting there. You can see when it slightly cools how thick it's getting. As it cools down, it thickens up, but it's sticking to the spoon a little bit more. It doesn't just totally fall off. So we're going to let it cook another 5-10 minutes, and then I think it'll be about ready to put in the jars. Okay, finally, I think we are finally at the end of jam making. Remember, all this is your fruit and sugar and a little squeeze of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. We have been cooking this for probably about 25 minutes. We've been cooking this. I started prepping it a little bit before 3. You can see it's thicker now. And we have what, 4 cups of sugar in here? Are you guys keeping count? Because I'm not. I go all by taste. So, and we are going to do an empty bowl, and we are going to take this, some hunk of pineapple, and this is kind of how you can a little bit tell. You let it cool just a little bit in your bowl, and you can see it's thick. It slides around, not super, oops, can't get in there. It doesn't slide around really easy, so it's probably about at the thickness we want it. So we're going to pour it up into the jars now, and it's plenty sweet enough for me. So here we go. Let's go pour it up in the jars. Let's stir it up a little bit, and it's piping hot. Piping. Whatever piping hot means, it's hot. And we're going to pour it up. And I make a mess when I do this. We're going to leave it about, about that. I'm going to add just a little bit more to the rim. But we're going to get them all filled up to about that right now. Pineapple apricot jam. I don't like to buy store jam. Doesn't taste near as good. And I put a lot of additives to it, like fructose corn syrup and all kinds of other stuff. Stuff they even put in it that they don't have to put on the label, believe it or not. So you don't know what you're eating half the time. That's the way I look at it. I need to move this over, just scoop some more, and just don't let this splatter on you or you're going to be doing a heebie-jeebie dance. A heebie-jeebie dance. I'm going to probably have to do 2 more jars. My allergies have really been bugging me this year. And I've been doing a lot of bike riding too. Oops, I think I might have gotten that one too full. Almost. Okay, can we get 1 more jar? I think so. And with a little bit left. I might have to eat some toast. No, not really. Okay, we're gonna just kind of top them off here. Perfect. It's even thickening in the pan as we go. Sorry. Sticking a pan right in your face. Let me get my little spatula here. Because I want to get all this out. You can see in the pan how it's thick. See? So it's at perfect thickness. But we're going to try to get some extra into some of these. Like this one can use a little bit more. I make such a mess when I cook, I tell you. It's yummy. Now I'm going to put the lids on. Well, I got to clean them first. And since I'm keeping them in the refrigerator, I don't have to clean these super duper good, you know, like for sealing, because they will seal, but they won't be sealed for leaving in your cupboard area. They do seal though, but you have to do it a different way to seal them proper so you don't get sick. We don't want anybody sick. So I boiled all these lids just to clean them and sterilize them. And the jars I put in the dishwasher, and that way they get clean, and they also get to a certain heat to kill any germs, even though they're brand new. Still, I'm picky. And these jars are really hot. Let me get this to hold on to, and let me clean up some mess, because I've got a mess all over. Okay. And then I kind of tighten them on pretty tight. Lift up a tad bit. I tighten that lid really tight. And I'm going to turn them upside down. Using this is nice because then I don't burn my hands to pieces. Oh. This is going to be so yum. Huh. Oh, that's so good. Yum, yum. So, I got 8 jars, and I only put 4 cups of sugar total in my jars. But I got 8 jars full of jam, apricot pineapple jam. And I'm going to leave these for 5 minutes upside down, and I'm going to flip them, and they will seal. But like I said, they're not sealed where you can keep them under the counter for a year or whatever, because they could go bad. But they will be refrigerator jam. Okay, it's time to flip them. They're still really hot, but we're going to flip them. And we're going to let them sit there and cool. Okay, this is our jam. And you can kind of see the thickness of it. It's almost all the way cool. It's still warm, but I think it's lukewarm, okay? There. You can kind of see the thickness of it. And then when you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to get a little bit thicker. But it's super yum. Okay guys, I am back as promised, and I'm gonna try this jam. I've let it cool, so it's been cooling in the refrigerator overnight, and you can see just how thick it is. So now you can kind of see what consistency your jam's gonna be. Now we are gonna try it. That is so good, everyone. You have to try this jam. Super easy. It really doesn't take that long. Just mostly stirring a lot. But that is delicious. So good. I can't describe it. You gotta try it. You know you want to bite. You know you want to bite. I am singing because it is so good. So, hope to see you soon at the range, but right now I'm kind of staying away even though it's open. I'm still kind of waiting for this virus to kind of go away and go bye-bye, because I have a sick daughter with a chronic illness, and I can't afford to get sick and then be around her. So I try to avoid where a lot of people are. I go shopping in the morning super early where there's not a lot of people yet. And I keep my hands washed, sometimes wear gloves, and I always wear my face mask. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm staying home a lot more Therefore, I'm in the kitchen more.